Hi everybody. So it's peach time. We've got peaches everywhere at the farmer's market, the produce stands, at the grocery store, and there are many delicious peach recipes out there. Now, besides canning them and making peach ice cream, I love to make a good peach cobbler. I'm going to show you how I do that, step by step. Let's get started. Now for my peach cobbler, I'm going to be using 5 peaches. And these are clingstone peaches, and they're yellow on the inside. Now there's clingstone peaches and freestone peaches. The reason these are called clingstone is because they cling to the pit. Now the freestone, when you cut them in half, you just open them up and the pit just comes off really easily. Whereas these cling on really tight. But these are ideal and perfect for canning, which is what I'm going to be making next after this video. If they're perfect for canning, then they make the perfect peach cobbler too. So let's go to the stove. Now, as you can see, I've got my water boiling. Before I put my peaches in here, I'm going to go ahead and mark a little X up here at the top, like this, because this will be easier to peel once they go in here. So I've already X'd all of them. I'm going to go ahead and put them into the boiling water. Just like that. Now I'm only going to leave them in here about 45 seconds. You don't want to leave them any longer than that. And this is going to be easier for you to peel once you blanch them like this. I'm going to go ahead and remove them out of the boiling water and put them in this bowl that I have with icy water. So as you can see, I've got them in icy water. Now you put them in icy water because you want them to get nice and cool and you want to stop the cooking process. So I'm going to leave them in here just for a couple of minutes until they cool off really nice. So I have removed these out of the water, as you can see. So now I'm going to go ahead and peel them. See, they'll peel a lot easier when you put them into the boiling water. Now, if you don't put them into boiling water and blanch them first, you'll have to peel them with your knife. It just takes you a lot longer. So I'm going to go ahead and do this to all my peaches. And this is the last one. So now once you have peeled them all, you want to go ahead and cut them into slices as best as you can. Remember that I told you that they really cling on to the pit. So you want to start right here at the bottom and you want to just stay on the pit all the way. And then until you meet where you started, okay? So then you want to very carefully get in there and cut as many slices as you can. See? Just take them like that all the way down and then just give them a little pop and you'll get your slice. So I've got my heat set on medium and I'm going to be using this deep saucepan. I'm going to go ahead and put in my peaches. See? Just like that. And I've got half a cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now that's light brown sugar. Just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put in half a teaspoon of lemon juice. I like the lemon juice in this mixture. And I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon, just like that. And 1 pinch of nutmeg. 3 shots like that make 1 pinch, or just as much as you can pinch with 2 fingers. And I'm going to give it a good stir until the sugar dissolves really well. And that's going to make a beautiful syrup. Just like this. So now you can see that we've got that beautiful syrup. Look at that. See? So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. And I'm going to dump them into this bowl. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and set them aside. And just let them sit there until I need them. Just like that. So I've got my oven preheating at 350 degrees. While it's preheating, I'm going to go ahead and put my baking dish with my butter in there so that my butter will melt. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put this dish into the oven so that the butter will melt while I prepare my batter. So in this bowl, I'm going to put in 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a cup of white sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of nutmeg. Now, for a pinch, it's just what you can get with 2 fingers. That's a pinch. But I notice that if I go 1, 2, 3, that's a pinch. Bring it all in together. Just like this, see? Now I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of milk. And I'm gonna give it a good stir and bring it all in together like this and make a beautiful batter. It'll kind of have the consistency of pancake batter. See? So I've got my batter ready. I'm gonna get my baking dish out of the oven with the melted butter. So here's my melted butter. Now I'm gonna pour in my batter. Put in my batter like this. You want to get all of it. Just like that. Now I'm just going to move it around a little bit like this. See? Now it's time to put in my peaches. I'm going to go ahead and put them in with syrup and all. Now this is where you would start if you were using the canned store-bought peaches. But these are homemade. And it never gets better than homemade. Now I'm going to top it with my cinnamon. You want to be generous with your cinnamon. Now I've got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. I'm going to put it in the center of the oven in the middle rack for about 38 to 40 minutes. So I'll see you in a little bit. So here it is. Look at that. It's still boiling because it is very, very hot. But it sure is beautiful. So I went ahead and gave my peach cobbler about 5 to 8 minutes for it to cool down a little bit. And I went ahead and took out my homemade vanilla ice cream from the freezer. Now I've got a recipe for 3 fantastic, delicious ice cream flavors. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link up here. It just takes minutes to prepare. And I'm gonna pick up these pieces of peaches. Get a little bit of the ice cream. Oh, see? Absolutely divine. I think you're gonna love this recipe. So this is my homemade peach cobbler. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think, share with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you.